Hello everyone, this is Triton Baduk again, and we're going to go right into another 5Q game. It seems I have about 8 more. Let me double check. Yeah, 8 more before we get to double rank up. Let's get this started.
Start to play.
Ah, I am black. Let's see if they stay. Okay. I'll do double 4-4 this time. And they're doing some fun, interesting stuff. Okay. I'm going to start with approaching the bottom left to potentially expand my own area. And if they don't do anything over here, then I will approach there soon. Ah, interesting. Okay. So I don't really know exactly how I'd want to punish this, you could say. They left out a move here, which is supposed to be c6. I could play that myself and try to fight in some way. Or I could try to do this attachment. If they do this, and I do this, and they cut, then I extend. They block. I Hane and connect. They're probably not alive in the corner. So I think I'm going to try to do that and see what happens. If you're going to Tanuki, I want to try to get something from it. This is already a pretty good exchange for me. This attachment for this extension here should actually be good. So I can probably just play away. So maybe I should take my base over here. I'll just play 3 space low. Hane, I'll block that. And this cut doesn't really matter at all. So, because I have the ladder currently. So I think it's probably a good idea to expand on one of my corners. If he takes this 3-3 and I block, then I can build up the bottom side a little bit. And if he approaches here, it'd be similar. So he can prevent me from building if he gets to approach here. Whereas if he gets to approach here, he can try to build a little bit, but I do have a little bit of a presence on the left side, so I think I might want to make this corner enclosure. That is perfectly fine. I can just push up here, which helps protect this cutting point even more. And now I don't really have much to worry about, so I can now enclose my right corner, my upper right. Yeah, probably just facing their direction. My opponent's playing very, very slow. Like, in order for my stone at c5 to really be a threat, I would have to play there and have this cut in place, and I don't have either of those things. So it feels a little bit awkward. I could try to continue to build, or I could try to invade on the left side, but my side is much, much bigger. So I could take a big point, or I could try to do this shoulder hit, and I think I like the shoulder hit. I think jump is almost always right, but you can just extend as well, I think. I'll extend as much as he wants to push. Then I'm fine with actually just turning here. I get some territory, and he has to come into this side. He really does not want to come into my side. Okay. So I guess there's a couple options. I could do something like R14 to secure the corner a little bit on this side and secure the area a little bit. Or I could jump up here in some way to threaten an invasion on this side, but I think I still don't really need to worry about what white has, and I might enclose my corner. Now the only place he can go is on the bottom side. So let's see what he does. I still don't really know everything involving this enclosure, but I think it seems to be hard to deal with for an invasion. So if I extend up, they can just Hane and make a base. If I Hane over the top, I can build a little bit on the bottom here, which might be a good idea. And just let them settle on the other side. I think I like that. Just connect makes me a lot stronger on the bottom. Ooh. So I think they needed to do a 2 space here. So it's very tempting to poke at this shape a little bit and force him to run out. I think I like that idea. So I'm going to take this move. I could do 1 space over, but I want to extend down like this to open up their side. Since I have this move at R14, I don't really have anything to worry about over here. They can get some more strength if they want to, but it's not too big of a deal.
Yoyomi now starts.
So I think I want to try to build a little bit on this bottom side. If I build versus taking this enclosure, it's making it a lot wider, but I also have potential follow-ups on the left side. So I think I like this knight's move here. I'm not going to worry about this group for now. He's turning. That doesn't really seem like a vital point. So it seems like this player is playing very, very slowly. It could be nice to just surround this bottom side. So maybe I could Hane and just keep extending and surround. Or I could jump.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Let's just jump. I'm doing this tight jump, so I could potentially jump up here. He wants to invade and live on the bottom after I've made it stronger. Well, the corner should be the easiest place for him to live in, so I'm going to block the corner off and extend down to unsettle him. Is this move Sente? If Atari's here and I connect, there's no follow-up. If Atari's here, I connect and he goes down. I can play a move like S5, and he has 1, 2, 3 liberties versus my 1, 2, 3, 4 liberties.
9,
But I could also just give up that
7,
stone.
6, 5, 4.
So I think I like the idea of taking away his base on this side. And then just giving up the stone here. Because this isn't an I. He's going to try to force it to be an I, though, which is okay. That's some bad exchanges for him. Hane at the head of 2 and 3 stones should be fine here. He's just going to turn, I guess. And I can just keep surrounding and build on this side. I think that's fine. So this is probably a good move to try to settle. Because if I try to do something on this side, he can just take the bottom stone, or he can try to take the bottom stone, right? Like if I Atari here, he can Hane here.
9, 8,
So I think I like this move for him. So I'll Hane on this side. Threaten the double Atari. And he's not alive yet. If I just Atari here, then can he cut here? If he cuts and goes down, I go down. He turns. I block. He double Ataris, but I cover here.
8,
Captures, I Atari,
6,
and I think he's dead.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm going to see if it works. If he attaches here, okay. If he attached here, then there was another way for him to potentially live. Let's block this way and see what he does. So we have to Atari on this side, and then double Atari. He can live now, I think, with that move. I got this very, very thick position now. And he's not actually alive yet, surprisingly. He should be alive, though, so I'm not going to worry about it. But now that I have this very thick position, and his group here is not alive, and I have some influence
9,
here, I should try to do
8,
something about that.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I think I'm just going to reduce the left side for now. If I Hane here and he does this, then I can Atari and push through. So if he connects, then I connect. That seems good for me. This stone here doesn't matter. This stone is the one that's important. I just extend instead of Atari so he can't re-Atari me. Just connect, probably fine. If I let him Hane here, he gets to break into my area. So I think just connecting should be good. This seems like a bad fight for him to try to do, especially since he has this weak group on the right side here. So I'm 100% cutting this. And then just pressuring him from this side. Now that he's pushed once, he can't cut me because of the ladder. There's another sort of overplay. So it seems like he's playing very slow so that he can then go and overplay afterwards. That seems questionable overall. So I can Hane and double Hane, and that just cuts him off directly. He goes back, I push,
9,
back, I
8,
push.
7, 6.
Yeah, seems like I can just Hane here and cut him off. I don't actually have to protect this stone because if he Atari's this way, I connect. If he Atari's out, then I'm connected to these stones here. So I could protect my center group. Get rid of all the Aji here. I could attack from the center.
9, 8, 7, 6.
So let's protect
5.
this cutting point here. Now that he's done that, we could peep, but let's protect this to make sure there's no problem. There's no reason to peep here. It feels very tempting, though. I gotta say, it does feel very tempting. But there's no point in it. The thing we have to worry about now is running him out somewhere. My group here is the weakest group,
9,
but it's basically
8,
connected.
7, 6, 5, 4,
So
3, 2,
just attacking
1.
from the center should be fine. Just Hane. Hurt his shape here, and then protect my group. I'm slowly surrounding his other group as well. So he has to try to kill this in some way, but it seems like he's just going for life. But it seems very difficult to kill, because if he did do this cross cut, then I could Atari, and I'm basically alive after that. So just connecting up should be fine. Kind of want to do this one, but yeah, I think just connecting is probably the best. Then I can play this move because I don't have any Aji here. Just cut, it's fine. And he's not alive yet. I'm not sure how he lives either. Fiatari's here and pushes. I still don't really see anything. So his eye shape is probably in this general area.
9, 8,
I think my weakness
7,
is over here,
6,
so I
5.
think I'm going to get rid of his eye on this side. He doesn't have any eyes here. So his other potential eye is right here, so I'll poke that. So now that he is just dead, I have one more group that I wouldn't mind attacking. But it might be good to get rid of any weakness on the outside. But I'm not sure how much weakness I really have.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
So maybe we can get rid of the base here and force him to try to live in the center. Okay. He's threatening to try to live on this side, but I'm very strong in the area, so I can kind of do whatever I want to. And I don't really have much to worry about. There's a little bit of Aji here with cutting points. If he cuts here, Atari out, Atari out, there's this sort of awkward situation here, so I want to protect that. No, this cut doesn't work anymore. I just protected it. Because now it's just a ladder. I feel a little bit bad. That's just, you should know that that's not a good move, right? At 5Q, you should definitely know that. This is very similar to the last game I played. So I can just cut here and these stones are dead. Trying to take advantage of my potential shape weakness here. I could respond from either side, it looks like. So I could probably Tanuki, but it's better not to. So I think I will just stay solid. So is there some sort of trap here? That's something to think about. If I Atari here, and then Atari, he does this Atari. I just connect. He goes here, which is Atari, but I think he's an Atari as well, so I don't think that matters too much. I guess he can try to make life with this cut here. Because then this turn would be an Atari that I would have to connect. So he can cut for free and then do this. Oh, there we go. And then when he does this move, he's pretending to try to make life, but it doesn't quite work. Ah, he resigned. Very good. Get my fox coins real quick. There we go. So this was very similar to the other game, but I actually think this guy had a better plan. So this is something I've seen before. So I do want to talk about this really quick. One player takes as solid of a position as is possible on one side of the board. So white has this territory. This is very likely to be white's territory. Not much I'm going to be able to do about it. So this is like 10 points. Maybe you could say 15, and then plus another 10 or so points over here. So maybe like 30 with Komi. Then he even played one more move here. So we can pretend that the whole left side is going to go to white. There's not really a reason for me to invade it. So I think that's a good assumption, is that the left side is likely going to be white's side of the board. If I invade it now, then it makes him stronger to invade my side and try to do stuff in the center. That's why I don't really care, because my side is much, much wider. It's going to be very difficult for me to not have enough points. So if white has all of this, that'd be the 10, like we could say maybe 40 to 50 points if he's able to get all of the left side. But if we go to the high end, 50, maybe even 60 if we include Comey and everything, all the potential points, right? It seems like just this bottom side can get there, can get close to that, and then I also have another side over here that he has to worry about. And if he invades one or the other, then he probably is unlikely to be able to invade the other side. Especially if he misses vital points like this move here at f7, which is growing his side and my side at the same time. But when I say I've seen this sort of thing before, I've seen it all the way up to, it was 5 Dawn on Taijim, where they play a very solid side, not quite like this, but they play a very solid side, and then they invade everywhere, which seemed like that was his goal. But he did it wrong because of this. He pushed here to make me very, very solid, and then he played this move, which was very slow. Then I got to turn, which makes my entire area very, very strong. And then he played another very slow move. But in order to play this style of taking solid territory and then invading, you have to fight back against moves like this right away. You have to turn the rest of the board into a fight because you have 30, 40, 50 points, whatever it's going to be, and your opponent doesn't have anything solid yet. I played 2, 4, 4 points. He can still take the corners. He can still invade like S16 to take away some of the corner at the very least and establish positions on the side. So there's still a possibility of winning this style of game as long as your fighting is better than your opponent. Apart from that, it was similar to the other game where it was all just reading. This guy, I think, was actually slightly better than the other player. He played some slightly better shape, like this one here. There's a possibility I can do something like this. But there's also this chance that he just lives bigger, so I don't want to take that opportunity. I don't want to give him that opportunity. So like he played some better shape moves than the last guy. Even this is a better shape because with one move on this side, he can technically be basically alive. If I play this to get rid of this eye, he still has this one eye here. And so jumping out once here is almost already 2 eyes. I have to be very aggressive in order to try to kill. Going over here is already sort of threatening to kill off some stones. If I protect, then he can try to make more eyes in different ways. Even just this move now is basically getting very close to 2 eyes. I have to stop this one and stop him from coming out, and that's 2 eyes, right? So I hope you liked this game, and I hope you definitely go and check out my other games. I'm starting to get a few now. I think I'm at like 8 games at this 5Q level. So let me know if there's anything you're excited to see in this series, and I will see you in the next video, which I believe should be a 6 Dawn video on Sunday. All right, have a good day, everyone. Have fun.